This is my 2006 Toyota 4Runner four-wheel drive SR5, and this is basically everything I've done to it. So let's just kind of attack the most common asked questions I get asked about the car, which is lift, wheels, tires, all of that. So I am running a 3-inch rough country. The bundle included some front struts that raised the front to about 3 inches, and then some lift springs that did about 2 inches of lift in the back, and then just some shocks. I paid about $550 for the bundle. We'll go ahead and address rough country later on in the video. Yeah, that's the lift. I am running some Nito Grappler 285/75 R17s. I actually really liked them. I love the way it looks on the car, and overall the symmetry, and I think it looks really badass. No complaints from there. Tire size looks great. Definitely messes with the speedometer a little bit. Definitely miles to the gallon gets down a little bit, but for the most part I think it looks great. The rims, I'm doing MB Legacy. These are not, I spray painted these myself. The only option was chrome, and so I just went ahead and used some spray paint and cleaned them all up. But yeah, that's basically the suspension and the wheels and tires. And then, oh yeah, also I'm running the MB Legacy are 0 offset, but I did an 1.5 inch wheel spacer. The wheel spacer is forged aluminum. So make sure you're getting a high quality wheel spacer if you are going to use wheel spacers. And yeah, that's really the setup for the suspension. I mean, when I did the rough country, I also did some import direct upper control arms. I haven't done lower control arms. I just don't have that kind of money laying around yet. But if you're going to do an aftermarket suspension, I highly recommend doing at least the upper control arms. Kind of helps with the car's geometry, and it's like butter without jam. I mean, you got to do it. Highly recommended. Alrighty, now kind of moving more towards the front of the car. I mean, I obviously blacked out that grille, blacked out all the car emblems as well. I definitely want to do a TRD grill soon, just a little bit too pricey. Did some Nylite ditch lights. Guys, Nylite is the best bang for your buck. Bought those Nylite pods for 25 bucks. The harness kit was 11. Had them on for it's been about a year now. There's no yellowing, no moisture's gone inside, and they are really freaking bright. And then here's a photo of what it looks like at night. It is a cool little accessory that doesn't cost that much. Then the light pods, just did some aftermarket black housing headlight units. I'm not gonna go ahead and drop what brand this is on Amazon. I think I paid like $130. You get what you pay for, and it's really just started to yellow and peel. Oh, this is probably the best angle I could get, but it's definitely started to peel, as you can see right here, and it's also started to yellow. I have had these on just about the same amount of time I've had those light pods on, and they're starting to peel and stuff. Nothing too crazy. It's not seriously yellowing, but it's definitely a shitty yellow and some peeling. So I won't go ahead and recommend these. These little fog lights down here. I bought some, I think it was 50% tint, and just wrapped those fog lights. I don't know, I think it looks cool. Yeah, definitely gonna do a whole new LED system, LED headlights in the unit for now. Forgot to mention the wind deflectors. Those are really nice. Didn't affect my miles to the gallon, just a little bit of wind noise, but I don't really care. It's nice to crack down when it's bad weather. Some other things I did to the back was I did that little exhaust tip right there. Don't know the brand, bought it at O'Reilly's for 30 bucks. Doesn't affect the sound, just looks cool for the aesthetic. Did a aftermarket spoiler. As you can tell, this is not the factory one. Mine came without one, and I wanted one. So I went on Amazon and bought this just plain black one for the car for 80-90 bucks on Amazon. Honestly, it's working really great. The fitment was actually very good. Haven't had any water leaks or anything. I went ahead and put on some sealant around the brake light because I didn't want moisture getting in there. It does suck that the brake light is aiming down and not towards people behind you, but it definitely is plenty visible. This is what it looks like when I brake the car with the, I believe it's 50% tint on the car. Well, that's pretty much the build. Hope you guys enjoyed the build. I really have enjoyed how far it's come. This next segment of the video kind of is going to be an owner manual guide, visual guide, if you're wanting to lift your 4Runner, don't know what to do, not confident on what to do, and also just some awareness of the vehicle and maintenance and things you'll need to do when you do pick up one, or if you do have one. This car has 161,000 miles, so it has plenty of life left in it. Some of the things I've done to it over the past 7,000 miles of ownership is I changed the rear differential fluid. I did a transfer case change, obviously oil changes, and then I did do a transmission flush with new filter and did some Lucas slip. Fortunately, the previous owner drained the transmission fluid instead of the oil, and then put in more oil. So there was 10.4 quarts of oil in the car, no transmission fluid, and yeah, it kind of ruined the car a little bit. So that's why I was able to get the car for such a good deal. So I picked it up, gave it some hope, put in some Lucas slip, and the transmission was just fine and saved. Transmission's great now. Transmission's incredible. Dude just was kind of stupid, but luckily Lucas was able to save it. Other maintenance is done to the car. I mean, obviously upgrading the suspension. That's really one of the main other maintenances I've done to the car. Other than that, check for power steering fluid, coolant. Trying to think if there's anything else you should be looking for with these cars. Obviously body frame rusts. The bottom of this car is doing phenomenal. Any other maintenance? Not what I could think of. I think that's pretty much it for the maintenance. 4Runners are fairly simple. You treat it well, it's gonna last forever. So just keep that in mind. Alrighty, well that's pretty much it for today's video. Comment below if you have any other questions. Hopefully I was able to answer everything. And if we get enough comments and stuff, I'll go ahead and do a Q&A, but hopefully this is a visual guide. But realistically, you guys, save yourself the hassle. Just do the correct suspension, because I lost hundreds and thousands of dollars because I wanted to go the cheaper route, and eventually grew on me how much I hated it. So do yourself the favor, like and subscribe. Thank you guys.